Yes guys, we are back again with another Elvis reaction, and today we've had a generous donation from Thea, who has requested that we listen to Marie's the Name, or His Latest Flame. She said it's a different Elvis for you, but still a classic Elvis. Also, I hope you have got your IMAX ticket for the new Epic film. I've not got it yet because I'm self-employed, so I need to just figure out what day I'll be going, and then I'll be getting my ticket. Don't you worry about that, I'll be there. But this song, I had a quick look to see if I could find a live performance, and from what I can gather, it looks like they're just, you know, like people have just made compilation videos from what it looks like off the thumbnails and stuff. So I think we'll just listen to the actual studio version of it, but you can't go wrong that way. You know, we love like the 70s live performances and stuff like that, but you're not always gonna get that. There's only so much Elvis out there. So the studio version, as you know, you get the double whammy. Any donations for an Elvis song get played twice. So Marie's the Name, or is it Mary? I don't know. It must be a cover from someone. Or like, was it written for him? It was written by Doc Thomas and first recorded by Del Shannon on the album Runaway with Del Shannon. Hold it. Wait a minute. Something ain't right. Del Shannon. Marie's the Name. Change of plan. We're going to listen to the original version, which was by a guy called Del Shannon, His Latest Flame, which was recorded in 1961, and then it was later recorded by Elvis Presley. Let's make a little comparison video out of it, shall we? Okay, this is Del Shannon's version. Let's listen.
A very old friend came by today, 'cause he was telling everyone in town about the love that he just found, and Marie's the name of his latest flame. He talked and talked, and I heard him say that she had the longest, blackest hair, prettiest green eyes anywhere, and Marie's the name of his latest flame. Though I smiled, the tears inside were a-burning, I wished him luck and then he said goodbye. He was gone, but still his words kept returning. What else was there for me to do but cry? Would you believe that yesterday this girl was in my arms and swore to me she'd be mine eternally, and Marie's the name of his latest flame. Though I smiled, the tears inside were a-burning, I wished him luck and then he said goodbye. He was gone, but still his words kept returning. What else was there for me to do but cry? Would you believe that yesterday this girl was in my arms and swore to me she'd be mine eternally, and Marie's the name of his latest flame. Marie's the name of his latest flame, and Marie's the name of his latest flame, and Marie's the name.
Cool. If you saw my reaction right at the start of that song, you'll know that something just went off in me head. Funny enough, when I started learning guitar, my dad taught me some chords. Okay, Dad, if you're watching, which he will be, he taught me like a G, an E minor, a D, and a C, let's say. They were like the first chords, and he would just, you know, teach me how to strum up and down, up and down. Well, he knew of Elvis back then, obviously, and he played a tune, G, E minor, and this was back when I was like 10 years old or something, and he taught me the strum, and it was that strum. Din 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 din. And I never heard the Elvis song. And this is when I was like 10, 11, say. Then I moved to Manchester. My dad stayed in Bournemouth. I moved up with my family to Manchester, like with my mum. My mum's side of the family. My dad stayed in Bournemouth. They broke up, whatever. But then, when I was like 15, I was in school and I took music in school, but I entered school at the end of year 9. So when I went in year 10, I picked music because back in my old school in Bournemouth, I was doing like GMVQ, engineering, AS level photography, cool stuff. And then I picked music and I couldn't play nothing. And I actually started on the keyboard because I was like, go on then, I'll just do keyboard or whatever. And we ended up having to go to Manchester into this studio. And in our music class, we were put into groups of like 3 or 4. And I was paired up with this lad who is like one of my old mates. And I had the keyboard. There was another lad on the guitar who was playing a right-handed guitar upside down, left-handed. And no one could do nothing. And days went past because we had to record our own song. And then we was going to go to Manchester studio to record it, yeah. I haven't got the recording, which is a shame. But, like 2 days before we were supposed to go, I went, right, hang on, let's have a quick go of the guitar. Because I did actually, when I was a kid, like know some chords or something. Picked it up. And the first thing that come to my head was the G, E minor. Oh, you can't really see, but it's like this. So that's what I knew when I was a kid. The follow-up isn't the same, but the G, E minor, din 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 din, and we made a song based around that. Basically, I take ages to tell a story. It's because I've got so much information in my head that I'm trying to get out, and then I've got to get it all out of one little hole in my mouth, one little hole in my head, right? But yeah, basically, it was all inspired from this song that I didn't even know existed. My dad did, so he would obviously play this song, but he just taught me the chords of the song, and then I added my own little C to the D. I don't know if that's how it went. Didn't sound the same there, but either way, that's what happened. And I made a song with my mate, and it just ended up being me and him recording it, and the other couple of people in our group, they didn't get involved because it was just like, you were too slow. You had your chance, and unfortunately you took too long. I had to get on the guitar, didn't I? Now we've got our own band and stuff. It's all, you know, it's all just history. Who cares? But yeah, I don't know where that recording will be now. That's long gone. So now let's hear Elvis do it. Do you know what? That Shannon version was cool though, because he had like a Buddy Holly kind of sound about him, and I like that. You know, like what's that song that Every Day Is a Little Closer, whatever it is, the roller coaster by Buddy Holly. I don't know what the song's called, but is it Every Day? Probably. But it's a tune, and I love that Buddy Holly kind of style. You know, is Buddy Holly before Elvis? I don't know. Maybe. Elvis. Right, this is the studio version from Elvis.
A very old friend came by today, 'cause he was telling every one in town of the love that he just found, and Marie's the name of his latest flame. He talked and talked, and I heard him say that she had the longest, blackest hair, the prettiest green eyes anywhere, and Marie's the name of his latest flame. Though I smiled, the tears inside were a-burning. I wished him luck and then he said goodbye. He was gone, but still his words kept returning. What else was there for me to do but cry? Would you believe that yesterday this girl was in my arms and swore to me she'd be mine eternally, and Marie's the name of his latest flame. Though I smiled, the tears inside were a-burning. I wished him luck and then he said goodbye. He was gone, but still his words kept returning. What else was there for me to do but cry? Would you believe that yesterday this girl was in my arms and swore to me she'd be mine eternally, and Marie's the name of his latest flame. Yeah, Marie's the name of his latest flame. Oh, Marie's the name of his latest flame.
Cool. Yeah, I like that song. That's cool. That has just rounded up loads of stuff for me, like from my childhood when I think back, because I now live back in Bournemouth, so it was like a, you know, going up to Manchester, coming back down, back to where it all began. And now our family's all back together and stuff like that. Like, my mum and dad aren't back together, but, you know, the mates and all that, it's all good. But, yeah, so now I can kind of see, like, where my dad would have been, you know what I mean, when he was teaching us as kids. Like, he wanted us to be able to play the guitar and stuff like that. We went up to Manchester, formed our own band, which was obviously totally different to what it is now. Different band name and all that. And then when we come back down to Bournemouth, that's when me and my brother started RAYGO Bloom. And yeah, it actually all started from this song. Like, this was the first time when I did that chord progression and I recorded it in Manchester. That was the first time I picked the guitar up as like an adult, you know, like, well, 15. I was still in school. I was just in my final year of school. And we recorded that in the studio in Manchester. And me and that lad, he was called Matt, we then went on to write our own songs, and we wrote like 4 songs or something. And there was a guy who lived on my road who had a recording studio. I don't know how I was carrying the guitar down the road, and that guy said, "Oh, do you play your own stuff or whatever?" And he was like, "Well, I've got a recording studio if you ever want to record something cheap." And we was like, "Yeah." We recorded like 3 or 4 songs that we wrote ourselves. I just wrote the guitar. I didn't sing. Matt sung, and I played the guitar, and that was it. And we did like 4 singles, and that's when I started getting the bug. And I started learning the guitar. And it's all from the chords from this song. That's cool. And now we've had loads of gigs, done festivals, released loads of songs, made music videos. Everything we do it me and my brothers. My dad's been to all of our gigs and stuff. Like, yeah, it's cool. And it all stems from this song that I didn't know existed until it's just been requested. So Thea, thank you, because it's cool, you know what I mean? It has personal value to me, and I've never heard the real song before. The actual song's cool. That Buddy Holly kind of 50s teddy boy style, that's what it is. And I really like that old school sound. I feel like that's one of them hidden gems of the past where my era, like, and people younger than me, like, they're never gonna listen to this kind of music, you know what I mean? Like, that Teddy Boy era, that's long gone. But when you find it, it turns out that that era of music, there was a lot of good bands and a lot of good solo artists and stuff like that putting out really cool music. And the sounds were all like jangly guitars, and like the bass sounded like double bassy. I don't know if it was real basses or if basses didn't exist. I don't know back then. You know what I mean? Maybe they did. Who knows? But either way, it all just sounds like that acousticy, cool stuff. You could hear the piano going in there, and the bass in this, it was like subconsciously that's what would make it a number one. It was all jangly, and it was obviously a nice toe tappy song, but the bass keeps you locked in as well. It's cool. I rated it. Thank you again for the suggestions and the donation. You can always leave your suggestions in the comments section. You can try and follow my band, RAYGO Bloom, if you don't mind. Me and my brother have actually just started doing, we're getting back into it because we haven't played together live for ages, so we've started doing little jam sessions. I will post on this channel whenever we do them, and if you want, you can just watch us getting back together and re-jamming. We're gonna make an album. Yeah, it's all coming together. But if you want to follow our journey, follow RAYGO Bloom, and I'll see you guys in the next one.